And good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending upon where you are around the world. I am Marcus Holmes, and I'm excited that you are here with me on Mother's Day. So, to all of the mothers, grandmothers, grandmeres, big mamas, TTs, auntie Nims, anyone who served as a surrogate mother, happy Mother's Day to you. I hope that you are having and have had an exceptional day and weekend. Mother's love, I believe, is God's kiss of love in the earth next to Jesus, so that we will understand what it is to be unconditionally loved. And if you agree with that, I hope you will click like and share and tag five of your closest Facebook friends, YouTube subscribers, or Twitch connections, five of the more popular ones, to join us in the celebration from the Love and Stuff community to all mothers everywhere. So we've asked some of our friends and family within the Love and Stuff community to share stories or moments about their mother. So you'll hear that all hour long, along with some other tributes to mothers that we have stored in our archives, and some short films about mothers as well, all in the hopes that if your mother is still living, that it encourages you to love her even more. And if she is an angel on the other side, that it will encourage you to live out the values, core principles that embodied who she was, so that someone else can experience your mother's love. If you're like me, you are the latter, where my mother, who passed away in 2014, is what I call an angel on the balcony of heaven, looking over and cheering me on. And so, what an amazing weekend it has been, because my sweetest sweetie girl in the whole wide world, though she graduated in 2020 from the University of Michigan with her bachelor's in psychology, she didn't have the chance because of the pandemic to have a commencement. And so the university had the good common sense, I believe, to go back and to include 2020 and 2021 and give them their own commencement. So I sat there with such pride and with great tears, but I couldn't help but think of her mother, Adrienne Davis, my mother, who is Adrienne's mother, of course, Princess Irene Holmes, and my sister, Vanessa Holmes, all being angels on the balcony of heaven and just saying, go ahead, and cheering on. As a matter of fact, in a dinner celebration yesterday, I shared with people that Autumn's mother, Adrienne, was a shouter. She was a praiser. And I would imagine she would be one of those mothers who would be shouting right there in the stadium there at the University of Michigan. And what can you say when you've watched your daughter, in this case, go on to do the great things and fulfill your dreams and hopes? It makes you proud. And so it's been an emotional weekend, but it's been an amazing weekend. And I hope that in these moments that you will be reminded of all of the goodness that is your mother. Hold on to it and cherish it and pull it out and lavish your life with the great presence, teaching, and love that is or was your mother. If you were blessed to have a good mother, whether that mother was yours by birth or some other way, if you're blessed by that, then as filled up as I am right now, thinking about all of the things and lessons, I hope that you are filled up today and in the days ahead, and that you know that you are not alone. That if this is your first Mother's Day without your mom, or second, or 15th, and sometimes 15th or second might feel the same, and that's okay. If your mother is here and she lives on the other side of the world, or if you are just a few blocks away, but you're living as if she's on the other side of the world, or if you got a chance to hug her today, I hope that you're filled up with the power of those memories, those good memories that will power your life and transform the energy, so that you will be grateful for having the experience. Again, I'm excited to be here, and I hope that you will click share and tag some folks to join us, regardless to whatever platform you're on via Restream. We're live, and I hope that you will click share right now. Take a moment right now and click share and tag some folks to join us. I'm going to be doing that as we go throughout this afternoon, evening, with all of the tributes and celebrations. So let me start with a good thank you to all of you who have committed your time and sent in videos, and we're going to be sharing them throughout this hour. And I hope that those of you that haven't will listen and watch and hopefully be enlightened to do some great work of sharing the love of your mother with someone else. Think about right now that lesson that your mother taught you, that you said, oh, my mother was right. Or think about that time that she helped you when it seemed like nobody else would help you. You know, that mother's love that goes the extra mile when no one else will do it for you. Think about that right now and say, thank you. Thank you, mother. Thank you, mama. Thank you, Gram T. Thank you, Big Mama. Thank you, TT. Thank you, Grandmere. Thank you, my dear. Whatever you call your mother affectionately, or mother, mom, mama, ma, thank you for all that you have done for me and all that you have poured into me. I know for me, I am such that I am today because of the great love of mother. So we're going to go into our first video. What would you say if you had the chance to say something to your mother? Maybe your mother isn't here, or maybe your relationship is estranged. I want you to watch this video, and I hope that it will encourage you to think about, what will you say?
When I move out one day, my mom will be very sad.
I feel my mom's love in my heart, like it's right here. I'm feeling it right now.
Sometimes I love, sometimes I don't. But when I'm angry, I don't.
My mom is everything to me. She just is this ray of energy and sunlight and positivity.
The thing that I wish I could have done more of is thanking her.
Didn't matter what shape I was in, I could always come home to Mom. My mom was basically the glue that held me together.
When I left the Philippines, I knew that my son will be in good hands because I know my mom will take care of him.
My mom is kind of smart, she's not that smart. If I would say like 1 to 10, it would be a 5.
Maybe my poor dad got the raw end of the deal, but I do remember my mother saying to him when there was an argument about something I'd done, she says, "You don't want to hurt her spirit." I remember that.
My mom was diagnosed with a really rare disease about 12 hours before she died. So we didn't get a lot of time to talk or to say goodbye, but she did get to say that she loved me, which were her last words. And I cherish that because I've been able to hang on to it.
I'm probably gonna say to my mom, "You're a wonderful person. And you're my mentor." I tie an invisible string to my heart, and she ties the same one to her heart, and it's always attached together.
My mother, she struggled a lot with addiction. Sorry, I'm getting upset. Yeah, it was hard.
You know, you have partners, you have friends, you have kids, but there is nobody else who will ever care about you as much.
My son now always tells me, "I love you, Mama." But for 48 years, I realized I didn't say I love you to my mom.
I can think of 3 words. I forgive you.
You were a good mom. You did really good.
Thank you, Mom.
I love you, Mom.
Hey, Chelsea, if moms got paid, how much do you think they should get paid in a year for being a mom?
Maybe $100.
Hey, Love and Stuff community. Aria Moody stopping by to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and mother figures out there who are doing great things and loving on us all. But I would be remiss if I did not say a special Happy Mother's Day to the most beautiful girl in my world, my mom, Alita Moody. She is the best. Always been my rock. Even when she has to be my worst critic, she never stops being my greatest cheerleader. So, Mom, I love you. I thank you for all your patience, all your love, and most of all, for all your support all my life. Dreams come true because you are the real superwoman.
Oh, Black Mother, happy as can be, I want to thank you for giving birth to me. Oh, Black Mother, strong as ever, but nothing is stronger than the bond that holds us together. Oh, Black Mother, thank you for everything that you do, because there would be no me without you.
Hi, this is Darren. I'm at Ti Amo's Italian Ristorante, having brunch on Mother's Day. Of course, I'm alone because my mother is not here. She's having dinner with my sisters, probably at this hour. I want to send a special Mother's Day greeting out. Different Mother's Day for me. Again, it's the third year without my grandmother. However, my mother is still here, and there are 10,000 times 10,000 reasons why she is to be celebrated. In 53 years, it is incalculable what she has been, what she has done, and just how she has made my life what it has become. Very interestingly, I was on a date last night, and hookup situation, a colleague, invited a friend, all of that kind of stuff. However, the colleague talked about how the young lady and her daughter, she brought her daughter with her, complimented, just was so overtaken about what I was like and how nice I was and all of those things. And as she was relaying that to me, everything that she said, I was thinking to myself, is why my mother is to be celebrated. She did so much, instilling great things in me and my siblings. And I'm so grateful to God for her. And not, again, just to my mother. I want to wish happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers, those by birth and those who by force of nature have been able to take in children that they did not birth, whether it was from a relationship that the man brought a child with him into it, or whether she found children or children found her. But to those women who have mothered in ways that biology didn't allow for, we salute you. We say thank God for you as well on today. I'm not going to get emotional or none of that, but I want to sign off with a big happy Mother's Day. All right, God bless you.
That was Darren Williams. Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to his mother in the absence of his grandmother, and also shouting out to the mothers in and around our Love and Stuff community. I'm Marcus Holmes, and it's Mother's Day, and we are continuing to celebrate mothers all over the world. And certainly we want to give everybody an opportunity to chime in. So click share, tag 5 of your closest Facebook friends, YouTube followers or subscribers, and Twitch connections, and 5 of the more popular ones to join in this ode to Mother's Day, ode to mothers who have stood in the gap and made the difference. And so we'll continue our celebration. Thank you also, Aria Moody, actress Aria Moody, comedian Aria Moody, for that shout out that we pulled from the archives to your mother. And we will continue our Mother's Day celebration with yet another special video, again from our archive, that we pulled from Deborah Hill to her lovely mother, Carrie Thornton.
Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to all. I'm here today to pay tribute to my beautiful mother, Carrie Hill Thornton. My name is Deborah Hill, and I thank God for this opportunity to pay tribute to you, Mom, for all that you are and all that you are to your family. You've raised 4 beautiful children, and you're assisting in raising your grandchildren. I thank God for 80 years young that you've lived this life, and you're still serving a true and living God. I thank you for being a blessing to us and to your grandchildren. I thank you for all the things that you've taught us, all the things that have carried us up until this point. Even when you feel like we're not listening to you sometime, Mom, we are listening. We love you to life. I can think back on a song that you used to sing at pastors' anniversaries, banquets, and different type of events. And that song was You Are So Beautiful. And I'm paying that tribute to you today. You are so beautiful to me. You're everything that I hope for. You're everything that I need. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything that we hope for. You're everything that we need. Mommy, you are so beautiful to us. And we thank God for your life. And we thank God for all that he's doing in and through you. We want to pay tribute to you today to let you know to have a wonderful, happy Mother's Day. Be blessed as always. Look forward to seeing you a little bit later on today. Brother Marcus, God bless you. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for allowing me to pay tribute to my mom, to say Happy Mother's Day. God bless you, and may God keep you. Mommy, I love you to life.
Hello, my name is Christina Smith, and I am a member of the Love and Stuff community. And I just want to give a shout out to my mother. She is everything to me. She has molded me into the woman I am today. She's educated. I'm educated. She's a nurse. I have my career. And if it wasn't for my mother nurturing me and being there for me and ushering me into God's arms, being a Christian woman, my mother's a missionary. She's been a missionary for, I don't know, since I can remember. And she's always been a loving, kind person to my children and to my father and to friends and family. She's always been caring and always will be. My mother will be 81 years young on May the 15th. She's going to get a birthday elegant bash on that day because she deserves it and more. And I wouldn't be the mother that I am without my mother's love, affection, and direction. So I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. God bless you, because you are the blessings that we need today and forevermore. I love you.
Hello, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. My name is Tamara Williams, and I wanted to share you something about my mom, Vanessa A. Holmes. Rest in peace. My mother was an awesome woman of God. She was my encourager. She was supportive. I can recall a time, my first year of teaching, the principal didn't like me for whatever reason, bless her heart, and she gives me this transfer paper, and she says, you might want to think about going somewhere next year. And she hands me this envelope with this transfer paper. And I said, yes, ma'am. I said, okay, thank you. I'm stoic because, I'm like, in the inside, but I didn't let her see that. And immediately on my lunch break, I called my mama. And I said, Ma, I got this transfer paper and all that. She said, Tamara, tell me, what does this mean? And if you knew my mom, as I just sounded, she was just like that. And I said, it means, I guess I go to another school next year, or I can't be here. I don't know. She said, so that means you have a job tomorrow still. And I said, yes, I do. She said, there's nothing to worry. You have a job. You'll just be at another location and you're okay. Everything will be fine. And I said, thank you, Ma. She said, you're welcome. And then she goes, what's for dinner? And so, she just had that way of just really just seeing the other part. She always instilled in my brother and I, work like you want to eat. I'm a workaholic. I do take time for me, but she worked. When she had my brother, she went on maternity leave before she had him. But for me, she went to work and then had me later that night. And so the joke was like, you always, I had a good work ethic, and I still do. And I thank her for it because she really sacrificed and did a lot for my brother and I. And I'm always thankful for that. I could also think about, she always talked about, life is 10% action. We don't know what's going to happen. We have no control of that. But the other 90% is reaction. And in this past year, we done had some action happen with the pandemic and COVID and all these things. But I think about her when she's like, how are you going to respond? You know what you can do and what you can and what you have control over and what you do not. And so I just really, at 16 years, I'll be without my mom in the physical. But I know she lives still with me. I miss every hour with her. But I truly am thankful for the 24 years I had her and that I could continue to keep on with those memories. So I salute to every woman. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your special day. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Ramona Cox. And first, I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. And next, I'd like to thank Mr. Marcus Holmes and the Love and Stuff family for giving me this opportunity to pay tribute to my mother, Mary Cox. So just to let you know a little bit about my mother was a nurse. She worked at Hudsell Hospital and Harper Hospital for many years. She retired in 2013, a few months before she passed. She was a faithful servant to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and she was an active member of Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, where she served for what seems to be forever, and made sure that my sister and I were active members of the church as well. My mom was someone who was loved by so many people, and that was really prevalent on the day of her service. So there were so many people from work, from church, all around that, spoke her praises, how she affected them, the impact that she made on them. So that was just a blessing to be able to hear, because we always knew the impact that she made on my sister Regina and I. Although she, stayed on us all of the time and, kept us in line, she definitely, supported everything that we wanted to do, all of our endeavors, and, we always wanted to, participate in one thing or another. And she made sure that we had everything that it was that we needed. During that time when we were younger, we were both really active athletes. And, being an athlete, it requires a lot of support. And so our parents, particularly my mother, spent a lot of time, spent a lot of money to make sure that, again, we were able to do the things that we needed to do. So that was something that I really, really appreciated, particularly because that is something that I'm doing today as an athletic director, making sure that other girls have that support that they may not be getting from their parents, making sure that they are getting that transportation that they may not be getting. So that really had an impact on me. In addition to that, she was a big role model to my sister in terms of what she wanted to do career-wise. So as mentioned, my mother was a nurse, and my sister, now living in the DC area, is a nurse as well. So she's made a huge impact on our lives. And so, on behalf of my sister and I am praying that, we, as our goal is that we are living, out the legacy of my mom on a daily basis, and, making her proud every day. And so, again, I thank you for this opportunity just to be able to speak on her, speak on what she has given to the world, and hope that we are living up to what she left here on earth. Thank you for your time.
And thank you, Dr. Ramona Cox, as well as thank you, Christina Smith, Thank you so much, Deborah Hill, for your tributes to your beautiful mothers, mothers that are here in the Earth School, and mothers that are angels on the balcony of heaven. They are so proud of you, and you are rocking it out. Thank you for those that have joined. AC Bradford has joined, come through. Thank you so much and appreciate it. I hope you will click share, tag 5 of your closest Facebook friends, 5 of your more popular ones to join in the discussion. Thank you, Eric Lampin, for joining. We will be hearing from him in just a second. We have video tributes from people in and around our Love and Stuff community who are celebrating their moms and the contributions that mothers have on our lives. You know, it was once said that the influence of a mother on her children's lives is beyond calculation. There's no way to calculate the value of that influence, of that footprint, of that life print in the life of a child. That mother is that redemptive love, that unconditional love, showing empathy. Our first roots often in emotional intelligence, which we find personal and professional success. So many things. So the way we cook, the way we love, the way we interact with people have been impacted and influenced by our mothers. And if you agree with that, just put some likes or loves in the comments, whether you're live with us on Facebook Live or on Twitch TV or YouTube events. I hope that you will drop that in the comments. Thank you for joining, and I hope that you will click share and tag some other folks to join as we continue to share both from our archive and from recent videos of members who've submitted these videos. Thank you so much, of their tributes to their mother. And I hope that you will click share, tag 5 people, and invite them to join us in celebrating mothers. Our hope is that if someone is sitting home alone and it doesn't have their mother in the Earth School, or someone is all around the world and unable to be close to their mother, or someone who is not on good terms with their mother, who is estranged from their mother, will see something in one of these videos, a glimmer in someone's eye that will ignite and inspire you to love the memories of your mother and love on your mother while you can. I wish, I long for, even this weekend, to be able to just hug. No one hugs like your mother. And so if you have a mother in the Earth School and you're able to reach out and touch her today. And if you are a mother and you're disconnected from your children, reach out to them today. Or children, if you're disconnected, reach out today. You never know what tomorrow brings, but you have the power of today. And do something about it. Put your arms around, put the phone call on, put the FaceTime on, put your Facebook portal on, put your Google Meets on. However you will connect with your mother today and let her know how much you care about her. We're going to continue with many of the wonderful, wonderful videos that have been sent to us, but we also have some videos in the archive as well. And right now I'm going to just go to one of the videos, short videos that were submitted to us to share with you from Annette Green, who is in and around our Love and Stuff community, and we love her. And here is a video of her, a short video of kudos to her mother, Patricia Long.
Happy Mother's Day to my ride or live, Patricia Long. You are an amazing mother, sister, aunt, friend. You are all things to all people, especially your number one. Listen, you have been A1 since day one. Love you, girl.
Thank you for watching over me. All of the sleepless nights you lay awake. Thank you for knowing when to hold me close, when to let me go. Thank you for every stepping stone, and for the path that always leads me home. Thank you for the time you took to see the heart inside of me. You gave me the rules to start this life, and then you gave me wings to fly, and I learned to dream. no power like it on this earth, no treasure equal to its worth. The gift of a mother's love. Thank you for every sunlit day that fills the corners of my memory. Thank you for every selfless unsung deed I know you did for me. Thank you for giving me the choice to search my soul till I could find my voice. And I thank you for teaching me to be strong enough to bend. You gave me the roots to start this life, and then you gave me wings to fly. And I learned to dream because you believed in me. There's no power like it on this earth, no treasure equals to its worth. The gift of a mother's love. I thank God for a mother's love.
The gift of a mother's love. Jim Brickman's A Mother's Love. Thank you for that. We do not own the rights to that music, but we're excited about the message of that music. There is nothing that compares to its worth. Nothing here on earth compares to the worth of the gift of a mother's love. Think about the love of your mother and how your mother would go to the ends of the earth. Think about your love as a mother and how you'd go to the wall for your children. Nothing compares on earth to its worth. Thank you, Eric Lampkin, Nicole Baldwin, Andrea Chocolate Butterfly Williams. What a great time that you've come in, who shared a video that we're going to be sharing up next. I hope you will click share. Tag 5 of your closest Facebook friends, 5 of your more popular ones, to join us in the discussion on a celebration of mother's love. And those of you that are watching on Twitch TV or YouTube event, share with your subscribers that they might be ignited and inspired to think about the gift of a mother's love. Thank you for tagging right there. I see that some of you are tagging. And next, I'm going to Chocolate Butterfly, who is a member of our Love and Stuff community and a brand new author. You should follow her page to learn more about her book. And she does a great tribute as well to her mother. And we're going to share that tribute at this time.
Happy Mother's Day. I am here as the Chocolate Butterfly to first say thank you, Mom, for raising me, grooming me, loving me, encouraging me, caring for me. Just everything you can think of, being my friend, being my confidant, being the listening ear. And I know that being a mom is not easy because I'm a mom too, but you prepared me for this. And everything that I am as a mom or ever wanted to be was because I had a mama butterfly. And as you reflect on your mother's life and her love, her spirit, even if you have the same face, I wanted to say, I love you, Mom, because I know that because of you, because you chose to have me, because you named me Andrea, a quiet warrior, because you decided that you were going to show the world that you could raise a strong and beautiful woman. And because you have loved so many, many people, I never felt alone. And I always knew that no matter what, that my mom had my back. She let me know that I was to be a strong African American woman, that I was to be an intelligent, well-spoken woman, that I was to pursue my education, that I was, most of all, to have a relationship with God. And for that, I thank you, Mommy. And all of those who I call mom, the list is too long, so I'm not going to start naming names, but I love all of my godmothers, my grandmothers, my aunts, my cousins who stood in the stead. Thank you all for mothering me, and happy, happy Mother's Day. Because Mom loves me, and it's different, it's special, kind of unique. I love you totally. You do things unexpectedly. I love you. I like you. You hold me. You console me. You could write me. You ignite me to chorus. Oh, happy Mother's Day. I love you.
What a beautiful tribute. Thank you, Andrea, for that beautiful tribute to your mother, Darlene Williams. And happy Mother's Day, Darlene Williams, to you and to you, Andrea. Again, you can follow her on her pages of social media. She is a brand new author, and we're proud of the work that you're doing. Thank you so much for sharing that beautiful tribute. I hope that you will click share and tag someone to join us. As I see in the comment, that was beautiful. Wasn't it sweet? Join us as we are celebrating mothers, in the hopes that if we just reach one mother and son, one mother and daughter, one sibling, anyone who might today be feeling some kind of way about Mother's Day. We realize, if you're like me, your mother is an angel on the balcony of heaven. That's how I envision her. And you may be feeling some kind of way. This may be your first Mother's Day, your 10th, your 15th, your 8th. And it may feel like ground zero, that there is this emptiness, this void, this absence of your mother being present. And you may hear Mother's Day and want to just cover your head with a pillow. I understand. And I've been there. And I've been there in different points of year. But I want you to know that you're not alone. And that's why I wanted Love and Stuff to ensure that we celebrated moms, so that we could help you to remember the goodness of your mom. Maybe your mom endured some hardship and sickness and terminal illness. Maybe she was taken from you suddenly. Maybe your mom has been a distance away from you in relationship. The good news is that there is the opportunity for you to summon the best memories, the best of her, and celebrate it. And while you should feel the absence, you should feel the great void, you should feel the moments of grief, you also have as much a right to feel the goodness and wholeness and redemptive power of the unconditional love of your mother. And never let that die. May that live on in your hearts and in your minds, even as it may feel fleeting. May you hold on to it, to know that you had the love of a mother. And as the song from Jim described, what can you really put a price on for the gift of a mother's love? You can't compare it really to anything else. There's nothing like it. If you've experienced the love of your mother, or maybe it was your grandmother, maybe it was your big ma, your ma dear, your MT, your grandmere, mama, whatever, your stepmother, your adoptive mother, your mother, however you experience the love of mother, if that love is no longer in the earth school presence, her absence is a great void. I'm asking you to think about in that space of void while you're there to fill it up and fill yourself up with the inspiration of her wonderful memories and legacy that you might live through it. And for those of you whose mother is still in the earth school, put your arms around her right now. Pick up the phone, FaceTime her, Google Meet her, however you can to show her your love and respect today. And if you're estranged from your mother, if you had that argument, that fight, you haven't spoken in years, take it from someone who wished that he could put his arms around his mother, a son who was absolutely in love with his mother. I challenge you today to make right the wrong and forgive. That's a hard thing to do. But if there was love, you have the fuel to forgive. You're ahead of the people who are asked to forgive someone that they haven't been in relationship with. But if you've ever loved somebody, you have the fuel, premium fuel. You know, the price of gas is high, right? Premium fuel to forgive your parent, your child. You have premium fuel to say, I can't change what did happen or transpire between us, but I can release it of its power over our relationship. And I can live in the moment and the moments ahead to rebuild our relationship. And so that's why we hope this Mother's Day that you will be inspired and ignited to connect either to the memories or to the people that have served your life well as mothers. Are mothers perfect? Probably not, but they're perfectly made for you. And in that situation, even if your mother didn't do everything you thought she should do, there is a love that is unmeasurable, immeasurable, that mothers have at their capacity to love. They don't get a manual or book. They just get an extra capacity to try their best to love you. Today, let's celebrate that love in the various forms, whether she's in the earth school or not, and give her the flowers that are due to her. Thank you, Sabrina Cooper Johnson. Thank you so much. Hang on, all of those wonderful memories, Nicole. I know it's a tough journey for you, and Mike Flanoy just joined us. It's a tough journey to be in this earth school without your mother, especially if you loved and adored your mother. And so I know that for you. I know that for Mike, and I know that that is tough. But I'm trying to inspire you today. I hope these videos will help to inspire you to think about the good memories as you travel through this day. You know, I've seen this day and sometimes wanted to just put a pillow over my head and hope that it would go away. Even this weekend was very emotional in different places where I wanted my mother to be here. And I just began to summons your brain, create shortcuts to summons those memories that are powerful and wonderful. And I invite you to do the same today. And so when you see something in a video that resonates with you, I want you to go to that memory that it unlocked and give yourself permission to unlock that memory and celebrate through what might be difficult moments, a gracious, wonderful, loving mother who has done so much for you. I hope you will click, share, and tag 5 of your closest Facebook friends, YouTube followers or subscribers, Twitch TV connections, 5 of the more popular ones to join us in this presentation. We're just sharing videos from you. Some from our archive, like for Deborah Hill, who has just joined us. We just played your video a little bit earlier of your wonderful mom that we pulled that from the archive. It was so touching. And we're playing some videos that are brand new this year as well, just to share with those today who may be feeling some kind of way about Mother's Day, or who just want an extra dose of Mother's Day love to share with someone else. Someone needs to know that it's going to be okay, even if your mother isn't here. And I can tell you, it's been a number of years. It's been 8 years since my mother's passed. And some moments are like day one. But I have to go into that place of remembering that I had a beautiful mother and the memories of that time with her, her touch, her perfume, her kiss, her scolding, her wording, her food. The memories of all of those are still with me. They did not die. I have a museum of memories, and I am the curator. I can go in those museum of memories and move them throughout my existence in whatever order I want in any given day to remember the things she told me, the things she showed me, the things she lived out before me, the food she cooked, the recipes that are etched in my mind based on what she told me to put in them or what I watched her put in them. All of those things are powerful, my sisters and brothers. They're powerful for you to use in moments when you feel that you just don't want to live through Mother's Day. You don't want to see another Mother's Day balloon, a Mother's Day flower. You don't want to hear about it at church. You don't want to know who the Mother of the Year is. You don't want any of that. Give yourself the power. You have the fuel. Love is the fuel that will help you through this grief. Love is the fuel that will help you unlock the memories. They're powerful memories. Your powerful memories can shift your mood, which can shift the way you approach life and shift the decisions that you want to make. Give your permission to feel every way you feel. You have a right, if your mother is on the other side, to feel that void, to feel that grief for however long you need to. But as my mother told me, you must also reserve the right to be grateful for and take inventory of everything and everybody that you have left. And one of the things in your inventory that you have left is plenteous, and that's memories. Your brain has never lost them. They are in the recesses of your mind. They have to be unlocked. Sometimes trauma locks them, but you can unlock them for the purpose of not only having just a good Mother's Day, but to have a good thought around your mother. Thank all of you that are joining. Mike says it's very difficult because I was with her when she took her last breath. As I try to remember all the good times, I can't shake that one moment. I understand, Mike. I wish that I had gotten back to the hospital in time for my mother's last breath. I missed her last breath. And sometimes I used to beat myself up for that. And I would think about it, right? That last breath. And for each person, it's unique. But Mike, I want you to think about it. I want you to think about the last time she said something to you with that last breath. Think about those words. And think about how many times maybe she said those words to start to unlock the memories. So if the last thing she said to us, you know, I love you. Because you know, your mama can say she loves you in a way that nobody else. And I believe the dynamic is slightly different for sons. No shade, ladies. But a mother and son relationship, I just can't explain it. But if for all children, if your mother has ever said, I love you, she has a way that she says, I love you, that nobody else can reach you. Your mother can say, I love you and get you doing stuff that you like. I don't care what you say. I'm grown, right? Your mother's love reaches you in places in the crevices of your fears, in the crevices of your consternation. Her love speaks. So I challenge you, Mike, that go back to those last words that she said, those last words that affirmed you. She said, you're a good man. And you are a good man, Mike. So go to those words and ask yourself, now, is this the first time my mother ever said that? And unlock the memories of every time she said it. So that when you get the feeling of her last breath, you start to supplement it with the feeling of her last words and what those words have meant to you and what memories you can unlock from those words. Just something that you may try. Each loss is unique, but try to hone in on those words. Be present for the moment of that last breath. Be present for how it makes you feel, but also give yourself permission to pull from it the goodness of your mother as she was taking that last breath. It's tough to do. It takes time to do, but it's worth doing. It's worth getting the power of her words. Your mother's words live on. They live on in you. Every affirming thing she's told you, every time she said, you're my baby, you're good, you're great, you were wonderful. Go back and count. But I don't even know how many times my mother told me that. People say, oh, you really have confidence. And sometimes maybe I do. But I grew up with my mother saying that was wonderful. You should sing that song more often. I love that. Oh, that suit just looks so good on you. Oh, come here. Let me kiss you. I love that haircut. And I go back and say, now, when else did she say that to me? So I can unlock other memories and use those to affirm. So that my only memory won't be of her in a situation where she couldn't help herself. She was the caregiver for our entire family. So seeing her in certain ways brings deep sadness like Mike experienced. And so I just suggest that you go to the words that resonate with you. In those moments, I don't say don't feel the moments. You gotta walk through the grief moments, and they're not linear. It's not year 1 is this, and year 2 is this, and year 3 is this, and year 4. At least it hasn't been my experience. But what I do know is I do have some fuel in that. And the fuel that I have are those memories, because those can never be robbed. Now, people say as you age, you're going to lose those memories. But our goal then in memory exercise is to try to recall the memories, to use words and shortcuts that our brain creates new neural pathways to get to those memories so that we're able to summon them. I'm so glad you raised that point, Mike. And she did say just that. Well, Mike, that's what I want you to hold on to. And I know it will, we've had some conversations. I know how you love your mom. And I echo that. And that's why I say hold on to that. Because when your mother is building you up, I know you know this. When your mother says you did something right, you're on top of the world. If everybody could go to that mountaintop just once a week, and then you start to incorporate it in your life and say, I can go to that mountaintop anytime I'm feeling in the valley low. Doesn't mean that you're not in the valley. Doesn't mean you won't go through the feelings and symptoms of the valley. It does mean you have fuel to drive you through it. Now, I didn't come to do that much talking. I came to show videos, but I had to share with that because what would Love and Stuff community be if it couldn't help people through their difficult times? And so to increase the amount of love in the world, we got to connect to mothers, because mothers, I believe, are God's kiss of love in the earth after Jesus, to say, I still have redemption and unconditional love for you. And here is what she looks like. I'm going to go on to our next video. We have a few more videos left, and I hope you will click share and tag someone to join us. Wonderful videos that both from the archive. I see Dr. Ramona Cox, who's joined us. I used your video again. Sandra Beavers has joined us. Thank you so much. I'm going to Eric Lampkin's video that he has shared with us. We have videos that people did this year for us and some that we put from previous archive years. And so I'm going to Eric Cox. Thank you, Annette Green, for your video as well that we played earlier. I appreciate you so much and all that you do. I'm going to Eric Lampkin right now, his video tribute to his mother. Click share and tag someone to join us.
All right, what's up, the Love and Stuff community? This is your boy, your family, Brother Eric, Psalmist Eric, Pastor Eric, Apostle Eric. I just want to take a little time to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother, Novella Lampkin. Obviously, she birthed me, raised me, taught me so many wonderful things. Come from a singing background. My father was a R&B singer, actually. Fantastic Johnny C. He passed away, but between my mother's union and him, I came out of that. So my mother's done phenomenal work. She worked for Internal Revenue for almost 30 years. Was a part of the American Business Women Association, helped bring the national convention here back in the early 80s, which was the first woman, African-American woman to do that. She's a Sunday school teacher. Now she doesn't do a lot of those things because she has Parkinson's. But I just want to say how awesome she's been, how wonderful she's been to me. She's still living, and I want to salute her, give praise to her. She has 3 wonderful sons, me being the oldest. But she's done some tremendous and wonderful things, and as a result of those things, I have come out of that and been doing great things and following a lot of her track record. My My mom is a twin, identical twin, so my Aunt Odella as well. They used to sing together, so that's where I get my wonderful melodious tones from, her and my father. So again, I just want to say happy Mother's Day to Novella Lampkin, or my mother, my mom, and love you, thank God for you, and praise God for you, and love you. God bless. Bye-bye. God bless, Love and Stuff community.
Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Mary Evelyn. And Mom, I just thank God for you. Thank God that you are just an amazing, amazing person who loves to show your love, to be able to give to us. And I just bless God for you today. Thank you for being an amazing grandmother. Thank you for your support. I love you so much. Happy Mother's Day.
I just wanted to say a happy Mother's Day to my mom, Pastor Valencia Etner. You've been in my life since I was 12 years old. You came in when you didn't even understand what the commitment was going to mean. Hopefully you don't regret it. But you've been priceless in my development as a woman, as a mother, and as a Christian. And I appreciate your influence and your intentional imprint on my life. I don't know where I'd be without you. And I hope you don't know where you'd be without me, your first child. But I thank you for all that you have done and your selfless commitment to making me a better me. I love you, Mom. Have a good one.
Hi, everyone. This is Lori. Marcus asked me to come on and share some reflections about my mother. My mom, Ruth Bullard Wesby, passed away in May of 2014. And we actually laid her to rest on Mother's Day weekend. So this weekend is a little bit trying for us. But my mother was just a beautiful lady, inside and out, very loving, very kind, very generous. She loved her family and spending time with her family, immediate and extended. We always went to visit our family out of state. And, she just never met a stranger. She never met a person that she didn't care for, genuinely. She loved to have people over. She was quite the entertainer, She was all about the linens, the crystal, the china, the silver. But at the same time, she didn't like to be made a fuss over. She never, don't spend a lot of money on me. And that, that's what she said all the time, which made us want to spend a lot of money on her. But I'm grateful to God for the mom I had. Beautiful, inside and out. Still the gold standard for me and my sister and the rest of us. So thank you, God, for Ruth Bullard Wesby.
Blessed are those who are pure at heart, for surely they will receive their reward. I took your present for granted. I never stopped to think how good I had it. No, that even through my ups and downs, you were the most consistent one around.
Where would we be without the love of our mothers? I do not own the rights to that music, but we utilize that music as a fair and permitted use under the Copyright Act of 1976. I'm Marcus Holmes, and as we come to the close of our hour-long celebration of mothers, I want to again reinforce and reiterate to you that whether or not your mother is in the earth school or she's an angel on the balcony of heaven cheering you on, use the power of the fuel of love to fuel your relationships and the memories of interactions within those relationships to make Mother's Day a celebration fitting for the one whose influence in the lives of her children are far beyond our ability to calculate them. Your mother's contributions to your life are far beyond any calculation that you can make. I don't care how you math, the math doesn't math when it comes to mothers because we could never repay them. We could never calculate in an account. We could never give them the interest on stocks and bonds as they have invested into us. We can only say thank you and live out our lives in ways that honor them and their memories so that others know, as you heard Andrea in the comments or read the comments, others know that we're speaking their names and living their names. So as we close, I just have a video clip, a short clip of pictures in and around Love and Stuff of the women in Love and Stuff. We will close with that. Be good to yourselves and to your mothers. And if your mother is in the earth school, hug her today for me. From a son whose mother I cannot hug today. But if your mother is in the earth school and you're proximal to her, hug her for me and hug her tight. And if your mom is in the earth school and you haven't spoken to her for whatever reasons, today is your day to fuel forgiveness with love, to reconnect to your mother and make powerful new memories that you can live out in the goodness and redemptive power of a mother's love. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I appreciate all of you who have contributed. Thank you, Eric Lampkin. Thank you. I'm trying to think of the last several videos. Thank you, Lori Wesby. Thank you, Dr. Ramona Cox. I'll just go back through it. Thank you, Annette Green. Thank you, Deborah Hill. Dr. Ramona Cox. Thank you, Tamara Williams, Aria Moody, Christina Smith, Karen Poole, Darren Williams. Thank you all for joining us. And Rashida, the Glam Doctor, thank you so much for all of your tributes. And I hope that you will click share, tag 5 of your closest Facebook friends or subscribers on YouTube or Twitch TV, 5 of the more popular ones, to join us in celebrating mothers. Keep this celebration going. Mothers deserve as much celebration as we can provide to them. And so I'm just thankful that you've joined us today. And I hope that you will click share and have someone else join us.